Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Welcome.
welcome and welcome back.
Yes, we have another clearing for you.
We do. We are so glad to welcome Vika.
Yep.
I'm always so afraid I'm going to say that wrong.
I know. Vika like chica.
Oh, Vika.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Yes.
So welcome. We are
Yes.
so thrilled that you have reached out and
Yes.
giving us this opportunity to clear your home.
Yes.
Would you please tell everybody why you've reached out?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I found you guys on YouTube and I watched a few of your videos and I just thought you had a really unique perspective. And my family, so my wife and my two young kids and we moved to a house in our hometown. And this house was originally built in the 1850s, so it's a very old property. It's had lots of add-ons and things like that. It's changed over the years, but a lot of people have lived here. So going into it, I thought there might be a spirit or two, but there were a couple of incidences that happened, namely on a really narrow staircase that we have that leads up to the kids' bedrooms. And so one of the first few times that we were there, my 4-year-old daughter, then 3-year-olds, she was good on stairs, so we weren't too concerned, but she did fall and she tumbled. And that was a big scare for us. And then either that same day or the day after, my father-in-law, he tripped down those stairs and then he missed the last 2 steps and fell hard on his knees. So, we got very nervous about those stairs.
Yes.
And we put gates and everything. And I put, traction tape and everything to try to keep it safe.
Sure.
And then luckily I forgot to mention this at the consult with you guys, but my wife actually did fell down those stairs again while she was holding our 1-year-old and hurt her back. Yeah, so she did. I forgot about that. But yeah, so 3 times in kind of a short period of time, somebody had some kind of injury on those stairs. And so I thought it was odd, but I didn't think too much of it. And then all of a sudden, I started to see the shadow of a man standing at the top of those stairs. And it was always a really similar image where it was him and he was kind of lean, not too tall, not too short. And he would have his hands on his hips like this. And he was like looking down at me. And I probably saw it a dozen times, always the same thing. Yeah. And so then I thought, well, maybe this is more than just, old architecture, bad planning. Maybe this is something like a negative energy in the home. And then I also mentioned to you guys that the bedrooms upstairs, one of them is our master, one of them is my 4-year-old daughter's, and then one of them is the nursery. And the nursery in particular has always had a bad energy to it. And I know that the person who was there before us, he was struggling with mental illness and he had schizophrenia and drug abuse and things like that. And I just felt this heaviness in that room. And I really didn't want that energy for my daughter. And so I'd repainted the room, I redecorated everything, I redid the flooring. I tried to kind of like put good intentions into that room, but I still feel like there's something lingering there. So when I came across your video, I thought, well, if there is a spirit, you guys think that spirits are on a low vibration, they bring the energy down, and it makes sense for me to just go ahead and clear all of them out if they're lingering around,
Yes.
especially if they're making us fall.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're so glad you reached out. So glad. And we put a couple guardians there, right? And they've worked out well for you since Okay, great. Yep. That's their job.
It is.
So I'm glad they did what they're supposed to do.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
My wife, after our consult, and I told her, well, they sent the spirits down just in that room and they put a guardian, so don't worry about it. And she freaked out because she said, well, how are we going to put our youngest daughter in that room, like when there's an angry, potentially spirit there? And I said, well, the guardians will be there. It'll be fine.
Yes.
And so for the first few days, she had the daughter, our youngest, sleep somewhere else. And then finally she's like, okay, well, let's just go back to normal. And so, no, nothing happened. She's been sleeping just fine. Yeah, so it's all good.
So what happened was, and I can explain this to when a spirit is in the home when an earthy or otherwise, in this case, it's an earthy, is in a home, they usually choose one area to be their area. And so to keep him from from moving around, from pushing people down the stairs, from doing whatever if that's him that does that, but it kind of feels like that.
I think it's him.
So we energetically sort of had to put him in, that's the room that he wants to be in. He comes out and he roams around, but he always goes back to that spot. So sort of trapping him in there was really our only option until we could come and clear him away. I absolutely understand why your wife would be like, there's a crazy. And that's why we also put a guardian there to sort of be that buffer between him and your kids or your daughter. And it worked just fine. There really wasn't any, if I could have put him somewhere else, I would have, but that's just kind of the nature of it.
Yeah, I think I reached out to you and said, can you put him in a closet or something?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, but it worked out. I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah. And
So-
so glad that she slept well and undisturbed.
Yes.
Not surprised at all, but very grateful.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just opened space before we got on here, and oof, all of a sudden I felt tired and
Yeah. I just wanted to, grab a blanket, curl up and just take a nap.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very draining. Do you feel, I think I remember you saying you feel drained.
Yeah, I do. I feel, my life is really stressful right now. So I definitely thought it was mostly with, my work and the young kids and, this is a large property. There's a lot to upkeep. But yes, constantly drained, very little energy. By the time the kids are in bed, I'm just crashing because it's so heavy. Yeah.
And that's absolutely where all of us would go.
Yep.
All of us would think that. That's what it is. I'm tired because I have all these things going on.
Yep.
I mean, it's easy to sort of look in that direction or just blame it on that. It's so easy to do that. So, but that's not all it is. There is more. So we're going to take care of that.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There is more.
Yes. Okay. So do you want to, I feel like I'd like you to sort of walk with Vika as she goes around.
Sure.
And I just sort of feel in.
Sure.
Okay.
So should I switch my camera here?
Yeah, that would be great.
Let's see if I can figure this out. I am not the most tech savvy.
Oh, well, we do that for ourselves.
Yes.
Let's see.
And we'll definitely do some drumming outside. I've got her here. I might have to warm her up again. I'm trying to keep my drum warm, but
I might just turn the lens this way.
Okay. Sure.
But I won't be able, would that work? Because I won't be able to see anything. Shoot. I'm sorry.
it's okay.
There it is. There's the right button. Okay.
Yes.
There. So this is our office and spare room. And I spend most of my time here because I have to wake up so early to go to work.
Okay.
And it's right outside of the front door. So it's my desk. This is my dog, if you hear him. That's our front door.
Okay.
Charlie. And main living space.
Ooh, I'm going to ask you to stop there, kind of pan back. There you go. A little bit further, a little bit more. There you go. I think it's just residual of a woman just walked through that dining room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on her because I was so focused on those beams,
Mm.
Oh, the beams.
the amount of energy that they're holding.
Ah, yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
My wife has said that she has seen a woman walking in the hallway. And she's kind of dressed in like old-fashioned work clothes, long skirts, that kind of thing.
Yep. That's the one.
Yep.
Okay. And let me know when you the hallway she sees her in, let me know where that is.
Yeah.
When you get
Yeah,
to
we're not too far from there.
Okay.
So
all right.
I'll keep walking. So this is the hallway, and this is the second door.
Okay.
This is where that staircase is that I was telling you guys about.
Okay.
That's there.
Yeah.
It's steep, but it's not like menacing.
Not what I was expecting
Me
to
either.
see.
No. No.
Yeah, and then this is a bathroom on the main floor. I can turn the lights on. So that's the bathroom. And then should I go back out into the living space or go upstairs?
Wherever you want to go. Upstairs would be fine, or
Well, I
back-
can show you the rest of the main space because I'm almost done. It's not that big. But this is right here where I'm standing is where she has seen that woman. And once in a while, I feel like I see something either in this corner or that corner as I cross from room to room. The kitchen where I am right now is the oldest part of the house. That was the center of the house. So, and then that other living space and the one I'll show you soon were add-ons in the 80s.
Okay.
Okay.
This probably is where the front door was in the past, but now it's just kitchen. And then this is a play area that we use for the kids / sunroom.
Oh, I got some anxiety in
Yeah.
here.
I think I think though it's from outside.
Outside.
Outside. There's like
Outside.
right, like yes, I think it's from the outside. Yes.
Okay.
Now, when you're in the kitchen, is there a direct walkway into that dining room?
Yes, right there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
There's a lot of doors in this house. It's kind of confusing, but it's because it's a bunch of additions, you know? So, yep, this is kind of that dining room and back to that living space.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. She walked this right through there. All right. Yeah. Yep.
Something's got doggy's attention.
Yeah.
He barks all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's lots of deer and things like that. So I never know what he's barking at.
Sure. And we are so good at negating activity.
We are.
We're so good at negating it and coming up with a 3D reason why it's happening. That's
Yep.
nature. We do it all the time.
We do it all
too.
the time.
Yes.
I'm so bad. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I guess I'll take you upstairs, and I'm sorry if it's messy. I don't know how the kids have left it.
You have children. Don't even. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't have children, but especially since you have children. No.
I know. They make a mess very quickly.
They do, and we have other priorities than keeping the house perfectly clean all the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, so going up here, straight ahead is my 4-year-old daughter's room, Eleanor. And then this is such a strange angle too. This is a very strange room, but this is that nursery I was telling you about.
Mm. Yeah.
And then it's kind of a U shape because this is the headroom for stairs. And then that's the other side.
Hmm.
And then that's outside.
And do you own all that area?
Yep. So we've got about 3.5 acres, and it's a long stretch, like all the way up there, down. You'll see there's a creek at the bottom of the the hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this room original to the house? Do you know?
I don't know for sure, but I feel like it probably is because it's again in the middle of the house.
It feels like it is.
Then they sort of built around the house.
Yeah, yep. So I'm not sure if maybe they like it was repurposed or maybe kind of rebuilt a little bit, but I feel like this is the oldest part of the house.
Yeah.
All right. If okay by you, I'm just going to I'm going to talk to this man and then just cross him
And
over.
cross him over?
He's
Absolutely.
okay. So
Absolutely.
you can stay here if you want, or you can go. It's absolutely up to you, Vika.
Do you see him? Is
Yeah.
he in the room?
Yeah. He's not by the crib. He's not happy about that because not happy because it's not like he wants to get to the kid. It's not like that. He's just unhappy that he doesn't have the freedom that he had. He's pretty angry. He doesn't like, obviously, people in his space. He's been there. He's been there for a long time. I think not quite like 1850s, not that long.
But this was his home at one point.
This was his home at one point. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. They would lock him in this room. They locked him in this room when he was a human. And it very well could be possibly that the one you had talked about. He's not fully, even for an earthbound spirit who aren't fully conscious, he's not even that fully conscious. So yeah. Mari-Lyn, you want to say something?
In life, he was challenged.
He was challenged and I think misdiagnosed.
Misdiagnosed absolutely lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Misdiagnosed. He was not treated well. He was not treated well at all. It was like a cry for help. That they're treating me badly, they're whatever. And then they would say, well, we have to do it because he's a danger to himself or others or whatever. And really they were just pretty cruel to him. He did not have a good life. So that's why he likes that room. Like there's still part of him that says, I have to be in here because he was locked in there. Is there a lock on that door or something?
Yeah. There's a lock in the door, which we have to change all of the door handles because it's obviously not so great when you have a 1-year-old. But yeah, there is a lock on that door. Yep. And actually, recently we had to use this little pinhole to open it because it did get locked.
He locked it. Yes.
Did he really? Okay.
Now I'm going to say there are not locks on all of the doors inside.
No, not all of them. Some of them, yep, but not all of them. The master does have a lock.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. But the others don't.
And so there's really no reason for this one to have a lock on it, right? I mean, why would that one have a lock on it? It seems kind of, so they felt the whoever they are, feels like maybe a mom and a dad. The other or the adults felt unsafe with him, and so that's why they would lock him in there, and he would just go berserk. He just didn't understand what was going on. He's even having a hard time telling me what was happening, but he wasn't the danger that they said, they created, he became very angry because they treated him so badly.
Right.
So it was one of those sort of things.
They turned him into what they feared.
Yes, really.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
shame.
He could have, part of it was the time that they didn't, psychology isn't what it is today. They didn't understand, and it was, and there's even this, the doctors took the word of the parents rather than observing him and watching him and seeing what was going on. They listened to the parents. Well, these are the things that happened. This is what he does. Of course, they left out what they did. And so he was diagnosed with something that he really didn't have. So I don't get drug abuse with him. Over medicated, like real pharmaceuticals type, those kind of drugs, but not illegal drugs. I don't get that at all. And he said it to me because I know you had said that's what they had said, right? That there was illegal drug use and schizophrenia, something.
Well, I don't think that so he was like a teenager, the boy that I was talking to you about. I don't think he's passed, unless he did, and I just don't know. But when they sold the home to us, which was a year ago, as far as I know, he was still alive. But yeah, that's what the mom said. They adopted him, and he had fetal alcohol syndrome, and then unfortunately developed, mental illness and.
Okay, which happens in teenage years. Schizophrenia tends to come out in teenage years.
Yeah.
I also believe that this man had a direct effect on that boy.
That's what I don't think, because this is a man. It's not a boy. It's not a teenager. He is a man.
I think he had an effect on the boy that did live there.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but he's having a hard time differentiating between his own life and that boy.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Because he's much older, much older. So that brings up, it'll take a bit for me to detangle then who, I think the people that you bought it from may have, it's the same room, which is really bizarre. But it'll take me a while to detangle this because it's very convoluted. When they sort of, the energy sort of merge like that, it can become very convoluted. So I'm just going to cross him over and I might get more information then.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
He just like no, he was really ready to go. He's saying he is not the one that tripped anyone down the stairs. And I tend to believe him.
Okay.
Was he the one who was standing with his hands on his hips? Was that him? Okay.
Yes, that was him. Ooh, that gave me chills. Yes. But he says he did not hurt anyone. He did not go down the stairs. Not to say that they can't lie, but when he told me that, he was already within the light, which is a very high vibration. And during that time, typically we don't get lied to then. We'll get lied prior to that, but not at that time. So
it's interesting that he didn't say anything before the light, but this is choking me up.
Yeah.
Before he crossed, he wanted it to be known. So I do believe him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did not.
I think someone did though.
I think someone did though.
Oh no, more.
I think so.
I just do not feel that those were all personal clumsiness or
Right,
lack of
no.
attention.
No,
No,
no.
not at all.
I think that the woman actually that's downstairs, and I know I said residual, but I'm walking that back.
I don't think she's residual.
I don't think so either. I think she was the mom, and she is not a lovely person.
Oh, great.
To
Yes.
this man that just,
Yes.
and she's still okay.
Yes. And man, I'm putting him in his 30s. So that, I mean, that's young to me, but I've learned not to say young because people think young of, 12. So I've learned to say at my age, a lot of people are younger, or young people.
She's not a nice.
No, she's not. She's a bit of a biatch.
She carries a ruler or a
Yes.
wooden spoon
No.
in her. Is it a ruler?
Rolling pin. Oh, you don't see the rolling pin?
I couldn't decipher what it was that she carries
the rolling
with her.
pin. That's what the rolling pin.
All right then.
Yes. Yes.
Jeez.
She's not nice. Not nice.
Yikes.
Yes.
Not.
Okay. Sorry, we're just having this little conversation.
We are.
A question for you. When you see that spirit, for example, and you say he's in his 30s, is that the age that he died, or is that the age that he is just presenting himself in, or?
My first reaction was to say that's how he was presenting himself. There's a feeling like he was actually older than that when he died.
I had the feeling I got from him was that he was considerably older than that,
Yeah.
like 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And he was there.
But much older than that physically. I mean, that might have been his number year, but
Right.
physically he was much more aged
Yes.
than that.
Yeah. And he lived with mom and dad. And I think dad died, and it was just he and mom. And she was a very unhappy woman. Very, very unhappy. Yeah. You get something different?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to start just clearing the grids upstairs.
Okay.
All right.
So we can go on, and if you want to show the rest of the upstairs.
Yeah. So this is my 4-year-old daughter's room.
Nothing ever happens in here, does it?
No, I love this room.
Yeah.
This room makes me happy.
Yes. The grids are all not, I mean, they need a little tweaking, but that's, that comes with just age.
Yeah.
But it's a nice room.
It feels really good in here.
Mhm.
Yeah. I tease her that I want to sleep in this room, and I tease her that we should trade because I love this room.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's like, me, come sleep with me.
Oh yeah, she's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, no, I'm just kidding. She kicks in her sleep. No, thank you. But, yeah. So you had asked me, you said in the consult that there's a weird bathroom, and then you asked me if there's any noises. And at the time I said no, because I didn't remember anything. But my wife said she has heard a toilet flush on its own and a few other things. So here's potentially this is the other bathroom that we have. So. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Should I stick around or move on?
No, you can keep going. That would, yeah.
This is the master, and this is the least furnished room right now because we're just still figuring things out.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then that's the view. And I can take you guys outside too, but that's it for the stairs.
Is that a closet to your right?
Yes, this is a closet, and this is a closet, and they're kind of like unfinished under the attic kind of closets.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there is an attic, correct?
Yes. Inspector has.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be cleaned up and
Yeah, I got it. There's
Oh.
a very feral, boy
Oh no.
that lives up there.
okay, that's what I was feeling behind the closet.
Yeah. And uses
Nice.
that
That
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. And I
He
think
uses that bathroom like
I know, like he can, yeah.
but he does.
But he does.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, he's fascinated with it. Because it was before, I don't know if necessarily before toilets, but he never saw a toilet or anything. I'm not exactly sure when indoor plumbing happened, so I can't say, but he didn't know. He's the one, he runs up the stairs and he trips people.
Okay.
Oh,
Excuse me. Yep. I keep seeing him running up when he's tripping them, not coming down, going up. The woman catches him and he gets scared, or she says, get out or whatever. And he,
Okay.
and that's where you're getting tripped. Yeah.
okay.
He's not purposely coming at you to trip you, but he's just this, like, you know, if you can imagine, like an 8-year-old
Yeah.
going flying up the stairs to get away from somebody that's chasing him or who knows what.
With a rolling pin.
With a rolling pin, and you take off running up the stairs, you're gonna bump into people and
Absolutely.
and you're going, but that's also why it's kind of so low. He takes out like at the ankles, it takes out, or the knees. Yeah, because he's kind of almost like running all fours, getting the hell up those stairs.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, he will be gone. He will be crossed over.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Would you like?
If you've got a hold of him,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, let's go. We can go back down to the main floor. We've seen the entire house now.
There is a basement as well. It's unfinished.
Okay.
I've never had anything bad happen there. As far as basements go, it feels good to me, but I can take you down there.
We really don't need to go down there.
Okay.
I mean, it will get cleared out and the grids down there will get fixed.
Mhm.
And I think if Pam wanted to go down there, she would make that be known. So yeah, I think we're
Okay.
good.
I can go outside and show you.
Yeah.
Ooh. I've got everything up. So this feels so good.
Upstairs.
Everything upstairs.
Okay.
And then coming down the stairs. I'm leaving the area where she sort of walks. I'm leaving that for now.
Okay.
Because I think you get to deal with her.
Oh, lovely.
One nice thing about having a partner, I can dump them on her.
Lovely.
All right.
Is that a fire pit?
This is a original well.
Oh, the well.
Yeah, that used to be like a workshop, kitchen, and then chicken coop at one point, and then we have another well house over there. And
Did you freeze? I think she might have frozen.
you've been freezing a little bit, but I can see you. Can you see?
I can see now. Yeah, the video had frozen there for a moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of windy, so it might be, bad cell reception or something.
actually.
Did you?
We did, yeah, this summer.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy? My mom gave it to us.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is exactly what they wanted as a gift to them. And oh my gosh, I have chills everywhere.
That's amazing.
And to everyone watching, no, she did not tell us that.
No, she did not.
In gratitude, we stand humbled by your presence. We offer you these gifts. We stand with you and ask you to watch over this home in the land. As Vika and her family give back to you what is owed to you, as you all share in this land together. We thank you, and we stand in gratitude and honor for this opportunity to share this space. We bring in the love and the abundance, friendship and honor. We stand in love. We thank you for this opportunity. And so it is. Whew.
Thank you.
Oh, that elderberry. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yay.
That's
they
awesome.
love it. They
That's absolutely awesome.
Yes, what a beautiful gift you gave them.
Good. I mean, we planted lots of stuff, but yeah, she's very much into kind of herbal medicine and things like that, and I guess they go really well here, so she gave us a couple of bushes and we planted them.
Keep planting, especially the herbal, the plant medicine. Absolutely. Yes, there is a medicine woman on your property in spirit who will help you grow all of these beautiful medicines.
Really?
Yes.
We started a vegetable garden, and the tomato plants we had there were like 6 foot tall, and nobody had ever seen tomatoes that tall, and so it was kind of amazing. Yeah, we had a huge harvest.
Nice.
That's cool.
Wonderful.
You know, even if it feels really weird, talk to her. I don't know her name. You'll know who she is. You don't even have to call her by name. Just give your thanks to her. She's absolutely there helping you grow all of that. That's what she used to do on that land. So she's back, and lots of people are back. Animals, plants.
The rabbits. Oh my goodness, the rabbits I saw. It was just like that's crazy. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So she's not an earthy. She's not like bound to this land. She just chooses to come back. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, what they would call an ancestor.
Okay.
Of high vibration, and there's a lot of high vibrational beings who love the native traditions, the indigenous people of wherever you are, and they stay in that space even after they cross over. So they like to hang around. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're very happy to be back, and that you take such beautiful care of it. And with that, what we just did with the grids and all of that, it's going to be beautiful. You're going to have a beautiful yard. You already do.
Already do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Already do.
I mean, we love this land. You know, when we bought it, it just felt like so fortunate because we really wanted a lot of land, and I love that it's so unique. There's hills, and there's a creek, and there's like pine forest up there, and yeah, so I just fell in love with it. And then hopefully if there are any spirits, like they can feel our love and appreciation for this.
Absolutely, they do. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And talk to them. Yes. Talk to them when
Yeah.
you're out there. And even if the talk is just thank you for being here, gratitude, your gratitude for them allowing you on their land, and that you're all sharing it together in such love and abundance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
While you were drumming,
Yes.
I had quite the conversation with Angry Woman.
Yeah, she wasn't happy that I was drumming.
Not at all. She was
No.
not. She couldn't figure out why all the love, why all the to-do, why all
Yes.
the everything.
Yes. She had a very hard life.
She had a
And
very
she
hard
was
life. She had a very tough
angry.
growing up. She had a lot of children, and they just did not turn out the way she wanted them to. Most of them.
Yes.
She has crossed over.
Good.
Oh, good.
She
Did you fix the grids, or do you want me to do that?
no, I did not. I
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
got wrapped up in the beauty of the drumming
Okay.
after she had crossed over. So
Well, I'll go ahead and
I
take care
did
of that, and you go ahead and finish telling.
Yeah.
My hair feels better. I get there's a certain vibration that makes me itch, and so I've been just like, yeah, and now it feels much better.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. So she did cross over. She was pretty antagonistic and very angry, but she has moved on. So once Pam finishes with the last of the grids, we'll probably have you walk through the house again to see how it feels. But how are you feeling right now?
I feel good. Yeah. I feel really good. I'm happy to know that maybe Native Americans used to be on this land and are still kind of a part of it. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about that little trickster child you guys told me about.
Well, he has also crossed over. So
Oh, good. Okay, good. I was like, I knew about the woman because we have seen her, and I knew about that man upstairs, but it was like one more, really? But yeah, okay.
And
Yes.
that little boy just figured everybody's going to blame him because he's, that's what they do anyway. Everybody blames him. So, but
So as I'm fixing all the grids and I'm clearing everything up throughout your house, there are these vines of flowers that are just, I don't know what they are. Have you thought about planting flowers, or do you have any vines with flowers or anything? They're just everywhere. And maybe not, but something will come to you. There's a reason that they're all here, and they're absolutely beautiful. But in and out of the house, just these beautiful flowers. I don't know flowers. I wish I did.
My mom, I love flowers. I've planted quite a few. My wife has aunts who are all really, really into gardening, and so they keep giving us their extras. So all summer long, I've been planting. My mother just dropped off a bunch of flowers that she got, so there's a bunch of flowers at home. And then my mother-in-law just was telling me about this climbing rose that she has that she keeps mowing over, and it keeps growing back because it's not in a good place for her. And so she said, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Say yes, say yes, say yes.
Yeah. Well, I said yes, yeah. So I'm gonna get it. So yeah,
And I didn't say it, so I can't claim it because I didn't say it, but I was going to say they look like roses. And I kept questioning because I don't know flowers. And I thought, well, what roses are on this? Like, it just seemed like it should be something else. And so damn it. But
it's okay.
But say yes.
I was gonna ask if it was like morning glory, and I kept getting, nope, it's not morning glory.
No.
It's not it.
It's so strange because so we have really clay soil. And so some of the flowers I planted are doing well, and a couple of them didn't. Like I planted some peonies, they didn't do well. But then I bought roses, and I normally love roses, but I bought a bush and it did so well. I bought 2 more and they're doing amazing. And I bought rum. And then my aunt-in-law also got us a little rose bush. And for whatever reason, they're just thriving. They really like the soil. So yeah, we have a lot of roses now.
Good. Yes.
Nice.
It's very exciting to have all those roses, and they will really help keep the vibration high. They will keep the energy clear. Like that's a really good for in that space around your house, in your house, on your roses. Yes. And peony, I did get that word, but again, I negated it. So it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this job, we still sometimes negate information that comes in. And so I can't claim that I knew it because I didn't say it before you said it. So damn. But yes.
So funny.
Okay. Would you mind taking a walk through the house and just telling me?
Yes.
And
So what do you think was causing that lethargic feeling, that heavy feeling?
the grids were just mad.
Grid.
Yeah, it's very old, and it's from all the anger in the house. There was a lot over the years, just all the anger. What do you think, Mary-Lyn?
Lots. Yeah, I think the grids and then all of the energy that was absorbed into the house
Yes.
from the anger, from the
Yep.
hard work. I mean, there's people that lived and worked on this land. They worked
Yes.
hard.
Yes.
Toil. Yeah.
And the land didn't feel awful. It needed some help, but it wasn't like in the house was, yeah.
Well, I bet that people who started here were farmers, because there's a Centurion farm over there, and yeah, so people here have probably been farming for generations.
Yeah.
Hard work.
Yes, very hard work for a little reward.
Yeah.
I mean, the reward is the love of it. It's certainly not for the money.
Yeah.
How does everything feel?
It feels good to me. I mean, maybe I'm just kind of excited from all of that, but yeah, it feels really good. I'm not sensing anything negative.
Good.
Yeah, it feels very good.
Good. I'm anxious to see or to hear from your wife how she feels, because you had said she's more sensitive than you are.
Yeah, she is even more. She definitely sees a lot more stuff than me. I try to be closed off to it.
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone know I don't want to see it. I do on occasion.
Yes.
But she's definitely a little bit more open to it. She also doesn't want to see it, but they kind of come to her more than me.
Yes. And she wasn't there during the clearing, so I
Yeah.
like to see how she feels.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good to me. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah.
Nice.
This will still just sort of circulate for a couple of days. And so you'll just sort of feel better and better each day, and it is sort of clear. I cleared you and your wife and your kids, but as the energy sort of transmutes and moves, you'll just start feeling better and better each day.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. If you find yourself looking for something, it's okay, but just know everything has been removed. They've all been crossed over.
Yes.
You find yourself missing it, it's normal.
Yes. Now there is that sort of ghost hunter thing that says you're going to call everything back if you think they can't come back. They've all crossed over. Nothing is coming back. So you're really kind of torturing yourself by constantly looking around, and I don't think you're going to do that. But at first, there is a little bit of that. There is.
Yeah.
People can call something else in.
Sure.
But I doubt you're going to do that.
Don't think you're going to do that
No,
either.
not at all. No.
No.
So-
I mean, sometimes I buy kind of old antique things, and I worry about bringing something with me, but yeah, I don't do it intentionally at all.
Yeah. No. I would, if you do buy some old antique thing, I would go out into the yard and ask the
medicine woman or
Yes.
someone of the tribe.
Yes, to clear it before you bring it in the house. Yeah. And you might get the feeling, oh, I think I should leave this out overnight. do it. That is them telling you, leave it out here with us for the night or whatever. Just kind of go with what feels right, and get that all cleared off before you take it into the house. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Okay. Wow, this has been wonderful. What an honor. Thank you so much. We're so
Thank you.
reached out. Yes, and
Yeah.
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 So
We would love to hear in a couple of days, a week's time, how your wife feels when she goes through the house.
yes.
Yeah. Eventually, I know everybody's going to want an update.
Yes, yes.
I know that.
Yes.
You know, she had, so I'm sorry we're like ending it, but she did have a few really bad dreams, and there was like a shadow man with covered in ash, and he like came straight for her, and so she's had a few of those, and I'm curious to see if that would go away, if that was related or just her imagination. I don't know.
Well, if she's pretty open, if she's pretty intuitive, that's kind of what happens. We sort of have to learn to live with seeing crazy things.
True.
It doesn't mean that they're going to come to your home. So please know that. It doesn't mean that because she has a dream like that all of a sudden you're going to have something in your home. That it's not. When we're open, we're kind of open, and we open into the collective, and we see kind of crazy things when we dream. People like her. I don't do that. This one
I do.
does. I don't.
I do.
Yeah, but we do see. It's just part of it.
Yeah.
It's part of it. It can get wearing on you at times, but yeah. So she should be good. But if and if it doesn't stop, if it starts to worry her, just reach out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Absolutely.
yes. And if anyone out there, you're watching, you need paranormal help, we are at tcseverydayspsychics.com. Please reach out to us. You can email us from there. We also have all of our other services on there, and we'd love to help. We don't charge for our services.
No, we do not.
We think everyone deserves to live in peace. Everyone, even the Earthies. Everyone gets a chance to heal. So, yeah.
Yep.
And subscribe, share with a friend, all of those wonderful things. You can also find more spiritual talk at the Conscious Spirit podcast and meditations, etc. So, I'm going to stop talking now.
Well, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. It's been a really good experience, and
Good.
yeah, wishing you all the best too.
Thank you.
We
You
are
too.
honored. Thank you so much.
Okay. Talk later. Hopefully, we'll talk
I hope
soon,
so.
and you'll get a great update.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Okay, good. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Take
Thank you.
care, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.